And we should be good. Analytics, we're good. Awesome. Add a topic. Okay. Let's just go to art. All right. We are live. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome in. Okay. Hey, Dragonfly. I finally got my new microphone. How the hell does it sound? It should sound really smooth and epic. It finally arrived. Yeah, it should sound better than the other one by a long shot. Thank you, Myra. And we are doing a live stream on TikTok via computer now. We're not on the phone anymore, so I am on PC. Okay, so we're going to pull this one into a point, get it prepped for some pickles. What's up, Jay? How you doing? Okay, we're going to come through and pull it down. What's up, Groves? How are you doing? Okay, so we're going to pull this one down. We got to do some pickles tonight. I have to do some pickles. Definitely behind on pickle orders. Octopus came out okay, though. It's good, but I'm not so sure. I'm thinking it's looking okay. This is the tentacle, by the way, that we did. This is the calamari ornament. I think it looks awesome. What's up, Joe? Look at that. It just lights up all those tentacles. Actually, I should flip this around. It'll look better. There we go. Look at that. All those little tentacles lighting up. They look good. TikTok. Music is a little loud, hard to hear clearly. Okay, I can turn the music down. There we go. Is that better? What's up, DK Grandma? How you doing? How's everybody doing tonight? What's up, Tim? How are you? Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's hard to adjust settings on both streams, but once I have it nailed in, it'll be good. Is the music still loud? Should be. What's up? How's everybody doing? Yeah, it shouldn't be loud. Yeah, I just adjusted it. Should be pretty mellow, actually. So we got to do some ghosts and pickles tonight. So that we have to get done, and that's a super important thing. There we go. So let's get the ghosts out of the way first. Yep, different camera, everything. Yeah, we're on a whole different system. I am on the PC. Ghosts and pickles. Yeah, we're doing ghosts and pickles tonight. I'm going to need to pull some stringers. All right, Joe. Have a good one. What's up, cruising? Yeah, the octopus looks good. The music was louder on TikTok. Yeah, might have to. I don't know. How loud is it on TikTok? I don't think it should be that loud. What's up? What's up, Aaron? How are you? Okay, let's pull this down. This is already pretty thin, but we're going to pull it down anyway. Okay, we're just pulling. There we go. So that's a little pull there. One more little pull of, I think I got some more black up here. Not sure. I do. This one's actually a good one to pull off of. Let's see here. Oop. Flip it this way. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I don't know about heating up for that stuff. Not quite sure about that. Yeah, different angle tonight, a whole different camera. So this is a completely different camera. We are actually running on the PC so that you guys can actually listen to the music if you want it. If you don't, go back to the phone. I could definitely run the phone on there and then keep it normal. Doesn't matter to me either way. Tonight we are doing ghosts, pickles, and a few other things. Thank you, Groves. So on TikTok, are you guys okay with the level, the music level? Are we good? What's up, Daisy Girl? I do have a shop. Okay. James Bond movie in the background? Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I just got my new microphone. So we're using a brand new microphone and I really like it. If I get really close, it sounds good, I think. If you can get really close, it has a good sound. But I'm not going to have it that close. I just have to get used to adjusting the settings. Yeah, it's all linked in my bio. It's hard to see the things I have finished in the front. Shouldn't be. Should be good. Oh, maybe it is a little. There. The octopus is taking up a lot of room. That's the problem. I'll probably move it up a little. I can maybe dabble it a little right there. Run the octopus in there. There we go. That's as close as I can get. Okay. Yeah, we're going to be doing glassblowing right now. We're making little ghosties. And then we'll be making pickles and other stuff. Yeah, the octopus turned out good. I think so. Looks good. The tentacle's my favorite, believe it or not. Just the tentacle is like my favorite, the calamari ornament. I love that calamari ornament. I think it looks fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna pull this down. This is the pink ghost. We're doing pink. Then we got to do black and white. Do you eat calamari? I do not. Oh, it's all good, cruising. We're doing some glassblowing. Okay, that's a problem. I hit my microphone. I definitely have to do a sound check on this microphone versus the other one that I had running. I don't know which one I like better. Do you get? Yeah, it is a little closer view. We're working on a completely different camera on TikTok right now. The flame is 3,800 degrees roughly, somewhere in that ballpark. 3,800 degrees. Give or take a couple hundred. I know I'm using that term very loosely, but it really is. It is a couple hundred degrees off, depending. So if I actually import more oxygen into it, it will cool it down a tiny bit. Versus a neutral flame, if I use more propane, it cools it down too. So here we go. Thank you for the pumpkins. Thank you for the heart me. Appreciate it. One thing I do like about using the PC on TikTok is I can see all the GIFs and who sent it, how long. You know, how it lets me see far back. I don't have to worry about chat. If you touch the blue part, would it burn you? Yeah, it will. I don't know why people ask that question. Yeah, if you put your hand in fire, it will burn. It will absolutely burn. Every time. Okay, we're going to pop it in. Yeah, it will absolutely burn you every time you put your hand in the flame. I promise you. So don't do it. Don't recommend it. How you doing, creative? Loophole in the camera just doesn't show it well. I don't know what loophole is. Might be able to switch cameras later on the TikTok. I'm just trying the PC out for a while. The picture is clear on YouTube. Yeah, it should be. TikTok throttles my stream at 1080p. That's the max resolution on TikTok. They do not let you go any better. Okay, so we're going to grab this here. Like that. The substance I just put in is a glow-in-the-dark glass. So that glass is a powder form, and it allows me to spread it evenly. Yeah, definitely. Well, I just got a new microphone. Like the other angle better? Well, yeah, it's going to take a little bit to adjust it. But for me, using this allows me to use one device as opposed to hooking up my phone and then running the PC and having two separate devices going up at the same time. I can use one item, my PC, and stream much easier. It'll just take some settings. It's just a settings issue. All right, here we go. We're going to melt all that glow-in-the-dark glass in right now. We're just going to come in and blend it all together. Then we're going to blow it open a little. We're going to create that ghost. Bring it out. There we go. So we're shooting for kind of like a teardrop shape. Need some glow-in-the-dark tri-beads. What's a tri-bead? Can you type it in chat what a tri-bead is? We're doing a little ghost ornament right now. I should actually bring one out. Like a glass jack? Oh, okay. I forgot about making jack. You know, I used to make glass jacks that you could throw. I forgot about that. Thank you for saying that. I forgot about those. You have no idea how many items I forgot that I make. I mean, it's insane. All right, so now we got that really nice teardrop going. Handmade necklaces, awesome. Well, that makes me happy. I like it when people do handmade stuff. I love handmade. If you show me some of the stuff that you do, I'll mention you in my live streams every once in a while. Spanish, poquito. We're going to take this and pop it open. Ooh, got a whistle. And it went away. Well, that was a bummer. You got a second of a whistle. All right, here we go. We're going to flare this open. So this can be several things if you wanted to. You can make it into a flower, ghost, a bell, an angel, all kinds of stuff. Here to practice English? Well, welcome in. We'll help you out. Yeah, you could. This is a shape. So a lot of glass blowing, you got 90% in a basic shape and then 10% into finishing it off. And that last 10% changes it from one item to another. So now we just added the little skirt ruffles to it. What's up, Uncle Skin? What's the comb-shaped thing made of? I'm not sure about what comb-shaped thing. But most of my tools are made of graphite. Dragonfly Creation is part of the people that make my tools. Speaking of which, Dragonfly, I have good news for you. I spoke to Lampworks Supply today, and they are interested in carrying your items. I talked to Amir, and they are interested in carrying your stuff. Oh, the coon that used to make the bell. Okay, so that is graphite. It's pencil lead, essentially. Pencil lead, sorry. So yeah, Lampwork Supply is interested in carrying your tools. So we had a little talk. Okay, we got to put a hook on it. Kind of like a ring on it. Got to put a hook on it. I don't know why it always reminds me of that saying, got to put a ring on it. How you doing, Groves? I like your marbles. You're doing good, by the way. You're doing good, Groves. Marbles are looking good. Proud of you. Dragonfly's doing good. All right, let's add some eyeballs. And a mouth. Hi, Jojo. Haven't made a ghost in a minute. I'm so happy. Looks good. So there we are. So we got the little ghosty with the mosty. This is in the pink. All right, 1 second. I need you guys to be patient with me. I'm going to see if I can fix this here. I'm going to move this a little bit. We're going to bring it out. Be patient, TikTok. There we go. There. See? I told you I could do it. Flame working tools. Yeah, flame working. Okay, I need to make some room. So this is the little black frit right here. This is going to make the black and white ghost. Oh, I should get the example. We'll hang it up. We'll take creature from the live stream. So this is the one we did on live stream. Remember that one? That is the crazy creature from the live stream we did. We're going to pull him down right now. We're going to hang a ghost stuff. Of course, I got to turn this sideways now. There. There we go. Yeah, you can definitely hear music on TikTok now. How did I get started in glass? My mother. So there's the ghost with the most glowing. Okay, here we go. Let's do that. So we're making this one exactly, actually, right now. Doing that color. Favorite object to make. All right, I have two ways of answering that. One, hold on 1 second. I got to focus for 1 second. Sorry. I got to set this up. So my first item that I always say is my favorite is the item that someone purchases. I always think it's an honor for someone to go in and purchase an item that I made. You have lots of choices to spend your money on things. So if you choose something that I made because you like it, I think that's kind of cool. So that is one of my favorite items. But other than that, I am very, very partial to hummingbirds, flowers, and whimsical items. I love whimsical. Red Squeak! Thank you for the gift, Red Squeak. That thing is amazing. Janae, thank you for the heart me, by the way. Red Squeak, thank you for the heart me. Corliss, thank you for the heart me. No, nothing water piped. No, none of those. I only do dry pieces if I do, but Very rare. Thank you, Red Squeak. I appreciate you. Okay, so got that one done. We're going to preheat it a little. Yeah, the funky ornaments from the other night were kind of fun. I like it. Today's your son's birthday. Well, that's awesome. Okay. Definitely need this. So these are what I call wiping rods. That sounds bad. It's not meant to be that way, but it wipes off excess glass. Got a new motorcycle today? Ooh, that's fun. You can do Jack Daniel's bottles into art. Yes, you have to do it very, very careful. Ronan, thank you very much. Yeah, you have to be careful with it. So that's a different type of glass. And that type of glass is considered what's a soft glass. So you have to really preheat it before you can add any flame to it whatsoever. Yeah, that's really, really important. Can I tell you about my torch? Sure. The torch is named a Glass Torch Technologies, is the name of the company. The model is called the Kabuki. It was named after a famous glass artist that makes really cool marbles with like some crazy Ninja Gaiden faces in the marble. And it's not Ninja Gaiden, but it's just really cool. Oh, we're going to get a whistle. There we go. Hopefully the mic is picking up that whistle. But anyway, so this torch is different than your normal torch. A normal torch has the gases that mix inside a chamber and out they come. They're pre-mixed and they create a fire. The hot spot is usually real close to the torch tip. This one is completely opposite. This one, the gases don't mix till they exit the front of the torch. Once they exit the front of the torch, they start converging, which makes it difficult to gauge the hot spot of the flame, because right here they're not mixed. They don't mix until they're up about 1.5 inches to 2 inches. So it's a totally different flame chemistry. But what I like about this one is the torch doesn't get hot. So it's not one of those pieces of equipment that will burn you. Headed back to work. Thank you for the gift and thank you for joining us, Ronan. I appreciate you very much. So, yeah, neon signs are a different glass too. All right, so this is a glow-in-the-dark glass that we're adding in. It's very, very fine, like a talcum powder. I think I just got a piece of black glass in there. I don't want that in there. So that's basically the rundown of the torch. The camera is different today, John. Yes, it is. Good observation. I am on a completely different camera today. We are not on the phone. There we go. Okay, so next spot. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that. We're going to seal the bottom up a little with that glow-in-the-dark glass. We're just melting it in on the bottom. Then we're going to do what's called a punty. We're going to punty it up like this. Then I can melt the rest of it in. Now, without that holding rod there, I would not be able to melt it in very well. The glass would kind of be flopping around and making a hot dog instead of keeping it straight. So we just kind of have to make it really, really mellow. Octopus came out really good. It is right on the bench. It's way bigger than I wanted. Way, way, way bigger. It's actually obscenely big. It's definitely a tabletop piece. It is not ornament worthy. It's way too heavy. Next time I try that, I'm going to have to make a tiny, tiny version. Yeah, it's huge. It's way too big. The color is gorgeous, though. Yeah, as long as you keep spinning, the gravity will keep it in line. However, if there's a certain point where it won't. It does go kind of wonky. What's up, Malaysia? Because if you start spinning it too fast, it starts flaring out and open. I'm still mastering this, but this is 31 years. I am by no means perfect at it. I am still learning new techniques. I still try to advance and push myself all the time. My philosophy is if you stop pushing, you might as well just give it up. Might as well just give it up. Got to keep pushing the limits. Yep, got to push all the time. And honestly, what that involves is you should have a lot of failures. Push by Skrillex. Oh, that would actually be a fun song to play for that. I like Skrillex. But anyway, if you are not cracking and breaking pieces weekly, you're not working hard enough. It's just, that's my take on it. I've been in this business 31 years. It's worked for me. I'm not saying it's the right way. It's just what worked. And it continues to work. A pan flash with silver and gold. Yeah, so the flashing with silver and gold is called fuming. And that is an awesome technique. No other gas mixtures. Oxygen and propane are all you want. You can use acetylene. Acetylene is a good gas for heat, but it's horrible in the fact that it's a dirty gas. Meaning little carbon bits will fly into the glass. It'll speckle it. If you ever watch acetylene burn, it has kind of like a black smoky take to it, and that's why. All right, we popped a little bubble. And here we go. We're going to flare this open. L to the B in the house. How are you? Karen, thank you for the heart me, by the way. Red Squeak, thank you for the caterpillar. Okay, I got to do this. I had an eyelash stabbing me in my eye right now. It's been happening since I started this piece, and it's just, I've been trying to get past it, but I couldn't anymore. It was stabbing my eyeball. So I had to do that. Sorry. All right, here we go. I'm going to have to still fix it after I'm done with this. But it was like, you ever get an eyelash that just starts stabbing your eyeball? Oh my God, that hurts. Oh man, I'm gonna move that over. There. We are making a ghost. What's up from Northern Michigan? we go. So this is the ghost with the most. Central Texas. I gotta go to Texas. I have so many people from Texas on. I gotta go do a Texas tour. Just for fun. Visit everybody. Yeah, I'll do that afterwards. I just had to temporarily stop it from annoying me at the moment. It's still annoying me, but it's not like completely stabbing my eyeball. There's two things that really can affect you. One, if you're like, I use sunblock every day. And if I use the wrong sunblock, you get sweat running down. That sunblock gets in your eyeballs. If you use the wrong brand, it stings. It really hurts. It sucks. So I use a sunblock that doesn't have that stinging effect. Okay. Oh, I think that's a perfect spot. And it took me a while to find a sunblock that worked for that. The only one I found is a brand called Ella MD, ELLA-MD. And that one does not sting my eyes. So. Yeah, different filter, different camera out to be whole different camera. I got to tweak it a little and make it better, but yeah, we're on a different camera. It should look pretty good. It shouldn't be too bad. It should be semi-okay. Okay, so now for this particular ghost, I have to do uranium eyes behind the black. Otherwise, it doesn't show up well. So this is the only one that has a little bit of uranium behind it. Park that over there. And then we're going to put the black eyeballs on here now. Looking good, and a little mouth. Scary mouth. Just not, I can change the angle later. I'll get it down. But you definitely have a better clarity up front. So this is the little black and white ghost. I do like this version a lot because it has the it does have the uranium eyes popping behind it, so the eyeballs show up a lot brighter. There we go. Now the calamari ornament, I am in love with the calamari ornament. Yeah, the Oreo. Ready? Look at that. That is the calamari ornament. That thing is just freaking amazing. I am loving that. Yeah, I appreciate a subscription. Awesome. That would be wonderful. I agree. Yeah, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps me out a tremendous amount. Yeah, the calamari ornament, I'm so happy with. We do a lot of uranium glass items. So I'm just going to park this up here. I can show the candy cane. This one I like too, with the uranium. I don't think we put any uranium on the octopus, no. All right, but we will shine the octopus. Look how bright that sucker is. That's the one from last night. Look how shimmery that is. That octopus looks good. Way too big, but it looks good. Way too big. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Red Squeak. Thank you, everybody. Put my hand in? Nah, how about I not? How about I not put my hand in it and you subscribe to my channel, and that makes life much better. I gotta grab some uranium. We're gonna pull stringers because we do uranium dots for the pickles now. All right, there we go. So we got to pull what's called a stringer. A stringer is just basically everything a little bit thinner. I wish I could pull myself into a stringer. That'd be good. All right, here we go. And it just keeps going. It's like one of those pimple popping videos that you keep seeing all over the place. It just never ends. There we are. I know, I'd love to pull myself into a stringer. Okay, we're going to separate it now, right there. I'm really hoping the audio sounds really good. On TikTok, does the audio sound better now or from before? On TikTok, on YouTube as well. For those of you that have been with me, I'm hoping it sounds better. This microphone was expensive. It was not cheap. Yeah, it was expensive. But it is sexy as hell, too. You guys want to see it? Hold on. I can bring it over. I'm going to bring it into... I don't know what that was, but it's okay. Look at that. Is that not a sexy-ass microphone? Now you get all the flame. There we go. I have no idea what I dropped. Oh, shit. Yeah, I do. Fuck. That was my battery pack. That sucked. Nope, not changing the tunes. I use copyright-free music. You can always mute it. Not changing the music. Have you been an audio gear freak? Yeah, me too. It's a shirt? No, this one's not a shirt. This one's called Earthworks. This is an Earthworks microphone, a company I'd never heard of before, but they hand make their microphones. They actually like build them by hand. Which is really nice, but it looks really good too. I don't even have the windscreen on it. I thought the windscreen might mute some of the mic out. Or the flame, sorry. Might mute the mic. I didn't want to mute too much of the flame out. What's up, Betty? How are you doing? Thank you, Dale. Loving the glassware? Thank you, Reed. I appreciate that. Am I home? Yep. I phoned home. ET phoned home. Okay, so we're making the Christmas pickle. Christmas pickle. Okay, so we're gonna again punty up there. Ivy, I've gotten like several messages on Etsy. If you have not received a message back from me, then no, I have not seen it yet. I have responded to everybody on Etsy that I could see a message for. Okay. So what I did right there is I just sealed that down a little bit. Oh, the one that ordered the sunflower. Well, we got to talk about sunflower and stuff. We'll have to go over messages because that's not going to be a cheap piece. I'm just telling you up front. And the size that you want to do and how you want to approach it. And I have to know if I'm putting it on a base or what we're doing with that. There are a lot of factors still not answered in that. What I will probably do is generate an AI image as to what I think it will look like, and then you can approve it. Okay, so got to give it a little bit of a bend. Can't make it look phallic-y, just kind of a little bit of a pickle bend, not too much. Just a little bit. All right, got to pop a little hole in here so I can make the whole thing. So a tiny little hole. Actually, I'm going to pop it down here. I don't like it up there. It's too ugly. There. So the purpose of that hole is so that I can finish the rest of this piece off. There has to be a place for the hot air to escape the tube, because I'm about to seal it off right here. Okay, this was the blow tube. I'm sealing it off right there. So the only hole left in this is that little tiny hole I popped out right there. Without that hole, every time I heated this tube, it would pop the glass out from heat, from the just how glass reacts to heat. You know, hot air expands everything. Okay, let's add the little doodads here. Little bumps. And I like having it out of the uranium because it gives it a little character. It's like a little mystery bonus when you show someone. All right, so this is where I parked that hole right there. I'm going to cover like 99% of it right now. With a bump. So now you won't even see it in there. It's just a sliver. But it's enough of a spot for the hot air to escape as I continue making the pickle. There we go. And as I was saying before, without that little hole there, I wouldn't be able to finish it. Okay, where did I put my holding rod? I'll just use you. I choose you. Okay, and there we go. It's definitely a little crooked right now. Straighten it out before we try and do too much to it. Okay. Smooth it out. Still a little crooked by a millimeter. There we go. And there we go. I did finish the octopus. That is what is sitting on the bench down there. All right, so there is the Christmas pickle. I'm having a fantastic night. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so we're going to go back and just kind of change things up. We'll do pickle, ghosts, and mix things up a little. So it's not the same thing over and over and over and over. What's the temp in Washington? Cold. I don't know, let me see. 55 degrees. Just like me, 55. Yeah, Christmas pickle's amazing. I like the Christmas pickle. What's the temp in the room? Probably like 52. It's cold. Super cold. Fairbanks doesn't have any sympathy for us for temperature. Fairbanks is like, hold my beer. You want to see cold? Yep. $80 in Texas. Yeah, that's pretty warm too. Yeah, 80 in Texas has some, that's some warm. Right, Tess? Glass half. That is right. Okay, so we have to open this up so I can put the powders in there. I'm going to do the black and white one more time, just to be sure. Cooling off to 80. Wow. 44 in Michigan. Got a little whistle. Hi, Wendy. How are ya? Okay, so we're going to heat this all up. We're going to put the black frit in first. Little speckles. And then we're going to go through and add in the glow in the dark. There we go. Do I know Spanish? Tiny bit. I really should brush up on it. I used to know it pretty well, but I haven't spoke Spanish in a long time. I did discover in Costa Rica, though, that the Spanish in Costa Rica is totally different than Spanish in, like, Mexico. That, I learned. The Spanish they speak in Costa Rica is different. Sandra, thank you so much. I mean, you could still make out stuff, but it's different. All right, so we're going to come through, melt that in. And there we go. Have I been burnt by the flame? No, not by the flame. Thank you, Wendy. Yeah, that's the new addition. I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit on TikTok. Again, we're going to move it around a tiny bit. Try and fine tune it. Okay, I keep grabbing my one cleaning rod here. It keeps disappearing. You own land there? Yeah, I like Costa Rica. I had a good time in Costa Rica. That was good. Yeah, we do. We're going to do a Christmas pickle after this. How many times does Guy Fieri get mentioned? A lot. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So I'm streaming TikTok from the PC now. And that way I have everything built onto my PC and I don't have to use a phone separate. So it was always, I had my phone connected to a separate monitor and I would have to balance between the phone and the PC. Now I can just multi-stream from the PC. Thank you, Betty. By the way, I sent your dragonflies, Betty. You should see them any day. I sent you dragonflies with a little bit of gift, little bonus in there, because you've always been so good to me. How can you buy the glass? So there is a link in my bio, but Dragonfly and some of the other mods have the ability to link. But if you want, you can find me at starrynightglassart.com. Starry Night Glass Art, just like the Van Gogh painting. I have a couple favorite artists in the world. I have Van Gogh. I love Van Gogh's paintings. I like Seurat, the guy that did everything by dots. I love Da Vinci too. Da Vinci was way ahead of his time. And of course, Bob Ross. Bob Ross, the man. Gotta love Bob Ross. I have not seen Starry Night in person. I would like to. That would be so cool. So the story behind Starry Night painting that he had there is actually, he could see that, like, almost like when you see heat waves off the ground, he could see those waves in the sky, and that's what he painted. Now, whether or not that story's true or not, I don't know. I've seen it repeated over and over and over. But I think it's kind of cool if that is the case. That he saw something that we did. I did end up listing the Zero Dog in Etsy. It is pending approval right now. So I'm just waiting for Etsy to approve it. I don't know why it got flagged. Probably because it looks like Zero. But it is going through the approval process, so it should be up there anytime. If you messaged me about purchasing Zero, I will let you know as soon as it is live. Yeah, I did get it listed. It's just it's pending to go live. All right, so we are gonna blow this out a little bit. Again, teardrop shape. You want to form everything so it's a downward loop. And this, if you blew it out up this way, it would mushroom out. It would turn into a mushroom. We don't want that. No mushroom. Okay, so next step, we got to pop a little hole. Okay. Yeah, there is a guy that does glow-in-the-dark painting. Yeah, he's actually really cool. Can't remember his name. I think it's like a German name. Yeah, I have him followed on TikTok. A little bit of a whistle. The cardinal should be up there. If it's not, I can just add the cardinal is an active item, so if you don't see it in the listing, then I just have to add an inventory to it. It should be in there. Creative. Okay, here we go. If it's not in there, I could add the cardinal to live inventory, and it'll be up and ready within minutes because it's already pre-approved, done. It was on TikTok. All right, it's on Etsy, so let me add it on Etsy. I can do that. That's easy. I'll add it tonight for sure. Love the stuff I'm doing. Yeah, I like it too. Yeah, that whistle kind of came out okay. So we're adding little tiny ruffles. I think I want to try a new butterfly wing tonight too. I think I have an idea for a new design for the butterfly wing. Yeah, there is a TikTok shop. It has always been active, but it finally got back into its favorable mode. All right, so we're going to come in and burn this off. Add the little hook onto it. Then eyeballs and a mouth. All right, have a good one, Jim. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Got to find the right spot right there. Okay, so we gotta add the uranium to the eyeballs before we put the black on this particular color only. Otherwise, it just doesn't show up. Blend that in. Oops, it's a little crooked. Move. I got to move this hook a little. I did not center it on there. There. I hate it when that happens. Even though it's barely a millimeter off, it just kind of throws it off in my mind. All right, give me 1 second. We are going to adjust the, hope I didn't break this battery pack. Did you crack? Nope, we're all good. Thank you for the, welcome to the Spark. Cuban Cancraft, thank you. I appreciate you. That's awesome. Welcome in. Welcome to the Glow Show. All right. So I'm going to bring this down a little. Sorry, TikTok. You guys are going to have to deal with me for a moment. There we go. That's about as wide an angle as I can go right there. Keep it centered. And we'll adjust the color a little bit. Whoops, got no filter. There. There. That's about as good as we can get. Cubone is a Pokemon? Oh, awesome. I did not know that. I was way back in the day with Pokemon before that came about. So I was like on the Game Boy with one. I was obsessed with it. Callie, have a good night. Good night, Callie. I appreciate you. Let me grab a color real quick. 1 second. Be right back. I needed to grab this green. There we go. Oh, I got you. No problem. Sorry. We're making pickles. We're making all kinds of stuff. It is a light hanging behind me, Ivy. Yes. So that one is the shower clip version. So that has all these little parts to it, and they're held, every one of those little things on there is held on by a shower clip. So you make a little loop on the item, and then you take a shower clip and you put it through the loop. And then there's a cage going inside. It's kind of like an ice cream cone like this. And it has circles running around it. And you just start clipping. Super basic idea and super easy to do. It looks way more complicated than it is. And that's the whole point behind it. Been a tattoo artist for 10 years, ready to do something else? Oh, well, tattooing's really cool. The best glassblower I ever trained was a tattoo artist and still is. Thank you for letting you watch. Oh, you know what? Thank you for hanging with me. I appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, the best glassblower I ever trained was a tattoo artist. Actually, he was second generation. His dad was also a tattoo artist. And he worked for me for a while in between working at the tattoo shop until he could take it over. And then once he was, his dad retired, he took over the tattoo shop, and you know, he still dabbles in glass, but yeah. Thank you, Dusty. Okay, so we're making the pickle. And we're going, pickle's not that complicated. It's not overly technical, but it is a cool item when it's done. I am located in Washington. Have they done any inappropriate pieces? A long, long time ago. I don't anymore. The insurance, liability insurance on that was way too much money. It was $36,000 every 6 months. For liability insurance on that. Way too much. Okay, so we're going to trim this down just a little. Like that. Yeah, that was, yeah, right, Kevin? No, Lucas, not like those. Those aren't, the liability on that isn't the same. I'm talking about the other type of item people don't want to talk about. Doing good, Tim. All right, so we just put like a little punty rod here. We're going to come in and we're going to smooth it out. Shrink it down. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. Yeah, we are back on the PC. I am trying to avoid using the phone. I'm just tired of dodging between phone and PC all the time. What's the biggest piece I do? I don't know. Everybody always asks what the biggest piece is. You should be asking what the smallest piece is. That's where the difficulty gets. Making bigger isn't necessarily technically harder. It's just heavier. Making smaller, that's where the talent lies. Small is not easy. Good shit. Almost stabbed myself right there. That was quick. That could have been a problem. All right. We got to put a little breathing port in here. Shrink it down to almost nothing. That's part of the reason for the glasses. Exactly. Yeah, that one was a close one. Last night I had a rod drop on me and I caught it. I didn't actually think I was going to catch it. But the reflexes were still there. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You're in Vancouver, north of the American border. I am just south of you then. I love Vancouver. I went there for the first time last year. I loved it. It was freaking cool there. So we just got to warm this up. We're going to use uranium glass for the little bumpies. Right now we're making the Christmas pickle. If you don't know about the Christmas pickle, it's easy to look up. And you'll see why it is a popular item. Don't feel bad if you don't know why a Christmas pickle is important. Because I didn't know about the Christmas pickle till I was 43. So I did not know about a Christmas pickle for 43 years. In fact, when someone asked me to make a Christmas pickle, I thought it was a porn thing. I'm not kidding. Someone's like, can you make a Christmas? I was like, what? I thought it was a porn thing. It's like a Christmas pickle. What the hell is that? I really did. I thought it was porn. If you don't know what it is, doesn't that sound like something porny? Is that a term, porny? Porny? Are you porny? Oh my God, I gotta stop. I'm gonna get banned. All right, so that little hole that I blew right there, we're going to cover 99% of it up right now. But yeah, the first time I heard about that, I was like, I don't even know what a Christmas pickle is. And I was scared to ask, like, do I really want to know? And then when they told me, I was like, are you sure? They're like, yeah, I grew up with it. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was some porn thing. Well, nobody told me what they were. All right, here we go. So we're going to add in the hook. So the item can hang on a tree or wherever. But pickles are a very collectible item too. It's not just Christmas. A lot of people collect pickles. I didn't realize how popular a pickle was. There we go. And then we're going to burn it off. Like I said, this piece is not overly complicated. In fact, it's pretty simple. But it does have the uranium glass on it, so when it lights up, it'll light up like the tentacle. I'll show you what I mean. So the little dots on that pickle should be lighting up like that. So they should have that little tentacle glow. So this is going to be one of the new ornaments. I don't know if it's going to sell, but I think it's cool. A calamari ornament. It's just kind of cool. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to put this glow in the dark off to the side for the moment. I want to try a new version of a butterfly wing. I'm not quite sure how it's going to work out. Do I have to... Hold on a second, I have to trim the end off these. I've been meaning to do that. This is one of those original blue and purpley ones. It didn't turn out too blue and purpley, but it does have a lot of uranium in it. This one will light up. You can see it definitely has that uranium glow to it. We're going to park that up high, out of the way, and I got one more I need to trim real quick. Right there. Just 1 second. This isn't going to take long. Then we'll do the butterfly wing. Maybe. There we go. But this one has lots of cool colors to it. Move that off to the side, park that there. Okay, so that worked. Yeah, those look good. I like them. All right, so we're going to try the butterfly wing. I want to see how this works. Have a shorter rod here. I do. I don't know if my YouTube is buffering right now. It says it is, possibly. Yeah, so the octopus is probably hard to see at the moment. I could probably bring it backwards. I don't need to do any more ghosty stuff. We'll make it so it's much more visible. Bring this all the way back. Bring this back. Bring this guy back in. There, hopefully you get a little better view of that. I think that my silver bowl's covering it now. Okay, so the way I'm going to do this is we're going to do a totally different idea for it. Thank you, Betty. Yeah, it came out way too big, Kevin. I'm so mad that it came out so big. It buffered a couple times. Yeah, I'm thinking something's buffering on here. I may have to actually stop and restart my router. Okay, so we're going to make a little ball here. Yeah, I know. Kevin, the minute I started assembling it, I was like, oh man, it's way too much. Yeah, I was like, not good. Okay, so we're going to come through and add this blue. I'm going to do a couple layers of this blue. Like that. Then we're going to add some green and see what happens with this. Yeah, absolutely, Jenny. You sent me the message, so we're all good. Gotcha. Thank you, Dusty Shredder. Thank you for the super bucks. All right, here we go. Dusty Shredder, thank you so much. All right, one more layer. I'm curious to see how this turns out. Okay, it's going to look weird right now, okay? It definitely has not the look that you think it's going to be for... No, the octopus is not sold, Kevin. Unfortunately. I've got the tentacle to go with it, too. The tentacle ornament. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to flatten it. Good night, Colleen. Got it, Kevin. Okay, this is a totally different approach. So this has to be done in 4 sections. A butterfly wing. Suzanne, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I see these things coming on YouTube and I get so excited. I appreciate it. It's awesome. Thank you. Can I add a Santa hat? If you really want me to, Kevin, I can, for sure. Just have to tell me what colors. If you want red or do you want to go in the greens? Okay, here we go. Now we're going to flatten it. So I'm so excited about this, and I know this is going to sound, I'm probably overexcited about it, but we got 3 colors running in here now. So there's a center clear, there's a blue, and then the lime green on the outside. This one was Bill, this one was 200, but it is sold. And it has a little tentacle coming with it. Okay, so we're going to grip it here. All right, this is where I'm hoping for the luck. Wish me luck on this. Wish me luck. I'm hoping this turns out. So if it does, these are going to be beautiful big-ass butterflies. Okay, so this is only a portion of it. So this would be the top portion of the butterfly wing right there. But I had this vision of getting it a little bit, a little better. So that is kind of what I'm thinking for a butterfly wing. So it'll sit like that. This will be a top portion. I should just do a full-on butterfly. What do you guys think? Should I just do a damn butterfly? Put it together? Let's see if we can get it together. Okay, I am definitely having some internet spikes. I may have to reset my router. Yeah, it is. It's freezing up. I'm having an internet spike. I'm going to have to reset my router. So I'm going to log off on both and reset it. But yeah, I'll do a whole butterfly. All right, give me a few minutes. I'm going to reset the router, get it all fixed, and hopefully we can get rid of this buffering situation. So let me log off. I'll see you all in just a minute. Where the hell is the log off on here? I forgot where it's at. Okay, right there. All right, we're going to end that one. There we go. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to reset my router. I'll see you all in a minute.